Chapter 1. Focus on the bigger picture. You can lead without any people following you. You can bring success to your business without motivated employees. The vital key element of many successful companies, business, and organizations are their highly motivated employees. A company with motivated employees flourishes more. They get better leads and generate more sales. Influential leaders and managers in today's world aim to exercise leadership where their people feel motivated and empowered to make right decisions, be assertive and cooperative, as well as be engaging with trying out new things and sharing important information for the company. Employees or the future leaders will see the value of motivations and find empowerment where they will find within themselves to responsible and creative with their tasks. If future leaders have the wisdom to learn from their present leaders, and if present leaders have the wisdom to build an environment that empowers people, both will share in the benefits. Motivation is the most powerful emotion and push that employees bring to work. Every manager's commitment to motivating employees through shared vision and communication is the fundamental skill that great managers bring to the workplace. Employees with clear strategies and direction can work for you without much question asked. Companies with motivational problems results in time to low performance issues that may affect the business to lose thousands of dollars of losses each year. A lack of motivation can lead to delays in the employee's completion of work and simple but expensive mistakes. By supporting and encouraging involvement, you are helping employees create a sense of connection that extends across departmental boundaries. Goals and objectives of an organization, whether a business or a team, can only be fully achieved with the participation of active, motivated efforts of the people. In order to do that, your people should be fully motivated and excited to give their very best. However, as we all know, people are quite different from each other. What motivates him might not motivate her at all. Therefore, a manager or a leader should be open-minded and understanding at all time, as much as feasible as he can, and be able to understand each and every member of his team or workplace. Managers and leaders must strive to get the best of each person on their team or work group, which requires motivating different members in different methods while also motivating the whole team or group as a whole. A motivated, positive work environment factors on how you can motivate them. A trusting and cooperative working environment together with management and other personnel are required to create the environment for motivating people. The HR manager, along with other managers, has an important role to play in developing and maintaining a good work environment. Motivated employees that are top-grade professionals are quite hard to retain in companies because of today's cutthroat competition across industries and companies, and a broad of choices and offerings from companies and business. A high attrition rate is seen where employees will not hesitate to change jobs quick. It's no wonder that a lot of companies are fighting hard to keep their employees stay within them while also pushing them to provide better performance. Nowadays, even filling their pockets with healthy salary is not enough to retain them and keep them motivated and happy working at your company. Creating a positive environment is imperative for their well-being and also nurtures their talent. Motivation may be essential to boost employees' performance better, but there is more. Having motivated employees can aid the growth and performance of an organization for the better. Keeping employees motivated is vital for any business, whether startup, small or big, successful businesses and franchises. Motivating your workforce means you can get highly productive and hardworking staff. This will help your business to achieve your goals and its target. This should be a main objective in your organizational and business plan. Creating a motivational strategy will help you focus and strategically find effective ways to motivate your people, individually and as a whole. But before you do this, you have to understand or know what drives your employees to perform well. What motivate them to their peak performance will better help you develop programs that both motivate and retain the best employees for your business. Remember, as mentioned before, what motivates you might not motivate other people, but creating a list of effective key motivating programs can help. Your plan can include everything from salary incentives, rewards and recognition, building programs that support work-life balance, to simply creating a fun, relaxed office environment. The opportunities are endless and the rewards substantial. One of the most popular methods is incentive programs. Any companies can easily use this to promote motivation on the workforce, but don't worry. Not all methods require overall monetary as solution. Small businesses usually suffer in this as having a tight budget, but the end results are the same. Employees become more motivated when they are recognized and rewarded for good work. Programs without high monetary incentives are quite common, and they include not just bonus pools but also recognition like Employee of the Month, to spotlighting employees on corporate websites or internal intranets. All will make employees feel connected, important, and part of the success of the business. You can also leave feedback for their annual reviews alone. It all depends on what motivational structure you'll use that will be effective. Just like any person, your employees would also feel the need to be recognized and appreciated, and even just passing by and taking time out to give a simple, thanks, or, great job, is another strong employee motivator. Frequently acknowledge good work. They would want to feel appreciated of their good works and efforts. Your employees wants and sometimes subconsciously seeks face-to-face feedback from their managers. This should also include constructive criticism needed to address issues and help employees perform their jobs more effectively. While conducting formal reviews should be part of your ongoing strategy, periodic reviews and impromptu sessions will provide your employees with the feedback they need to succeed. In their best-selling book on employee retention, Love M or Lose M, Beverly Kay and Sharon Jordan Evans ranked the top reasons employees remain where they are. 1. Career growth, learning, and development. 2. Exciting and challenging work. 3. Meaningful work, making a difference and a contribution for great people. 5. Being part of a team. 6. Good boss. 7. Recognition for work well done. 8. Fun on the job. 9. Autonomy, sense of control over my work. 10. Flexibility, for example, in work hours and dress code. 11. Fair pay and benefits. 12. Inspiring leadership. 13. Pride in the organization, its mission, and quality of product. 14. Great work environment. 15. Location. 16. Job security. 17. Family-friendly employer. 18. Cutting-edge technology. Encourage feedback. Your employees need recognition. Giving them feedback time to time makes them feel and see that they are being heard within the team. This will help them feel that their opinions matter and they have a role in defining the success of your business. Be positive. By the end of the day, what makes a company motivated and hardworking is the manager. It's your job and responsibility to create a positive environment for your employees. This can be accomplished by employing simple techniques, from asking your receptionist to greet everyone with a smile, to encouraging employees to express their ideas openly. The importance of employee motivation cannot be ignored or downplayed. Ultimately, when employees are motivated, this increases productivity, lowers turnover, and improves overall performance. Why is employee motivation important? The answer to why is employee motivation important is because in today's economy, it's more important than ever to have a motivated workforce rather than larger pool of employees. The reason is quite simple. It's like having 2 new employees versus 1 professional employee. Though, with 2 heads, they might not be able to be as good and as productive as a professional. Likewise, a motivated employee is a productive employee. Productive employees are more profitable and professional. Unmotivated employees tend to be less productive and creative, making them less of an asset and loses their usefulness for a company. Now more than ever, we need motivated employees. Motivated employees are essential to all businesses. What is motivation? Let's take motivation in a psychological perspective and understand it. Motivation in all sense has different definitions and meaning, in which most relates on how businesses or managers or leaders employ it. Motivation is generally what energizes, maintains, and controls behavior. It acts as a stimulus for desirable actions. Motivation results in goal-directed behavior that results to a positive way of using energy and skills toward a preferable outcome. The importance of this from a professional standpoint is enormous, as much of what employees do is specifically delegated to capture present or future value for their company. How important motivation is for a workplace is obvious and straightforward, but can it be measured at all? Figuring out the level on how high motivation can result to higher productivity is difficult to pinpoint, as what drives an individual is similarly difficult to measure. However, it is widely accepted and proven that motivated employees generate higher value and more substantial levels of achievement. The management of motivation is, therefore, a critical element of success in any business, allowing the input of human resources to be maximized in regard to fulfilling the potential output expected. Salary was once believed to keep an employee working for a company, but it does not mean that you are able to expand and use their abilities to its full potential. Hertzberg's theory emphasizes that, while salary is enough to avoid dissatisfaction, it is not necessarily enough to propel employees to increase their levels of achievement. Simply put it, understanding and knowing both internal and external motivations, and also knowing the needs section, is what can be valued. Furthermore, employees that are not motivated beyond the incentive of salary and benefits tend to decline in output over time. This fact lends strength to the argument that motivated employees are a critical aspect of a successful team or company. Actively disengaged employees erode an organization's bottom line while breaking the spirits of colleagues in the process. Within the U.S. workforce, Gallup estimates this cost to be more than $300 billion in lost productivity alone. In stark contrast, world-class organizations with an engagement ratio near 8:1 have built a sustainable model using our approach. As organizations move toward this benchmark, they greatly reduce the negative impact of actively disengaged employees while unleashing the organization's potential for rapid growth. Gallup. You can conclude that an engaged and motivated employee is a person who isn't just simply there to work, but also a person who is fully involved in the company. They are excited about their work and will act and provide better performance for their organization's interests. According to Scarlett surveys, employee engagement is a measurable degree of an employee's positive or negative emotional attachment to their job, colleagues, and organizations that profoundly influences their willingness to learn and perform at work. Scarlett, 2011. Thus, engagement is a distinctive form employee satisfaction, motivation, and organizational culture. You might think that motivating people is easy, as some may make it sound like, but in reality, it's quite hard and challenging. It needs clear thinking and hard work. Therefore, having the clarity of goals and expectations complemented by rewards, both tangible and intangible, motivates people to achieve organization goals. 1. Desire to be great. People have a great desire to contribute to something lasting and get motivated naturally when they feel that they are working on something important, rare, and marvelous. 2. Motivating by caring. Showing genuine concern towards employees goes a long way in inspiring them. Whether it's spending on their ailing parent, sending a child to school, or meeting their healthcare concern, it creates a sense of loyalty in the employees and thus helps in retaining them. 3. Motivating people at different levels. Different people could be motivated at different motivation levels. This can also be based according to their skills. Some may want stock shares while others will only ask for bonuses depending on their contribution and position. 4. Motivating by setting difficult goals. Difficult goals stimulate greater effort and greater performance. This linear relation could be explained by the following equation. Job performance equals F, ability plus knowledge motivation. Abilities of a person could also be enhanced by the right motivation. This could be done by constantly exploiting the strengths of a person and ignoring his weaknesses. 5. Motivating problem people. Understanding human nature becomes very critical in this regard. To motivate a problem employee, one should know what drives him. Then identify blocks to his drives and try removing those impediments. More evidence supports that motivated employees finds better ways to do a job. They are quality oriented. Of course, they are more productive and efficient. While most people have a fair idea of what leadership is, there is some disagreement about the meaning of motivation. For much, motivation is the method used to get people to work. For others, it represents higher salaries, fringe benefits, and improved working conditions. Still others view it as a management exercise. We will discuss this in Chapter 4, Recognizing Achievement. Overall, as stated many times, having motivated employees gives you high-level innovation while they provide you with better, higher quality of work at a high level of efficiency. Though the benefits are quite broad, they are also quite vague. That goes back whether the argument that motivated employees costs less and has no downsides. You can say that motivating employees cost none if the method you use requires no capital at all to coach managers to act as effective motivators. Motivating people to take a risk can be truly challenging. This can be done by having a frank discussion on the chances of success, making roles and responsibilities clearer, spreading risk across the team and organization, and by supporting the initiatives irrespective of the chances of success. Effectiveness of people at the workplace depends on how their work will fit into the grand vision of organization and what the future holds for the organization and to them. With the combination of recognition along with tangible rewards, the way motivation works is thus progressive and cumulative. However, if this system is considered as a panacea, motivation may suffer badly. A suitable mix of rewards, incentives, and recognition augmented by a series of employee engagement activities must be integrated to retain people and encourage them to remain in the organization. The most important factor in this mix should be change. Therefore, excitement and fun and the thrill of new challenges keep the ball of motivation rolling. Even the best performance can be improved. Chapter 2 emphasize the importance of process. Many different things and factors can motivate a person in the workplace, but there are also different factors that can also motivate conflict and inflict stress in the workplace. One key factor is stress management. How the person handles stress is what will make or break a working relationship. There are three main key theories that suggest how people reacts and pushes people to have the initiative or motivation or drive to do their job well and better while also relieving stress on the workplace. Before we tackle the different theories of motivating employees in the workplace, let's find out why is it important to emphasize and create a process of motivation. Any organizations flourish with employees. It's the most important part for any organizations. Without them, theirs is no one to do the selling. Managers have been long known to think creative ways to keep employees motivated and hard-working. Making sure they come to work regularly and energetic and continuously providing work that are positive contributions for the company. When they are so, the business will be able to save up and cut costs while able to make more profit, which is the goal of any business or organizations built. Unmotivated employees are what you can say a bit of a challenge to handle. Though they are qualified to their work, they are less likely to work on it. They are not willing to do well in their jobs, or sometimes organizations will even require hiring other people to do different jobs that sadly results to high operating costs and reduction on profit, which are not in favor for the company as well as the employees. According to an article entitled, Need-Based Perspectives on Motivation, by Moorhead and Griffin, job performance depends on three main factors: motivation, ability, and environment. In order for an employee to reach a higher level of performance, she must want to do the job, motivation, be able to do the job, ability, and must have the materials, resources, and equipment to do the job, environment. Performance equals motivation plus ability plus environment. As stated above, within those three factors, motivation is simply the hardest and most difficult factor to manage and apply. This is basically due to the fact that a person's attitude and behavior are simply too complicated. It's filled with complexities and fallacies, thus making it hard to categorize and to manage. While the other two factors, ability and environment, are things that employee understands that she has been recruited for and has the awareness that she has the skills and capacity needed to perform the tasks, as well as the fact that resources are readily available, and if a manager sees that an employee lacks certain aspects of the job, he or she can provide training programs to learn the particular skill to be more efficient for the company. If, however, an employee isn't suitable for the job or lacks hereof the knowledge and ability for the job, there are other jobs that she can do, but if other resources are not available, the environment factor, the manager can take action to ensure that they become available. For example, if an employee needs a photocopier, she can formulate requests to the management team and ask for one. For this reason, it is quite clear that the most challenging job for every employer is how to motivate their employees to strive their best to work for the organization. But if other resources are not available, the environment factor, the manager can take action to ensure that they become available. For example, if an employee needs a photocopier, she can formulate requests to the management team and ask for one. For this reason, it is quite clear that the most challenging job for every employer is how to motivate their employees to strive their best to work for the organization. Intrinsic motivation theory. Intrinsic motivation theory is used by management teams to motivate people with intrinsic rewards. Under this theory, employees desire to do a good job because they are proud of what they are doing and want to be a part of something good. For example, a Disney Imaginer feels satisfaction when he or she creates a new ride. The feeling of being a part of something so spectacular motivates him or her to do a great job. Theory of scientific management. The theory of scientific management has a unique view on how workers are motivated. It suggests that workers are motivated by what they produce, on their productivity, while intrinsic theory suggests that they are motivated to do a great, satisfying job. It states that workers aims to produce